Hey, what's up? It's Crump here, and today we've got a battle against Zach, aka Samararo22 from the RBL, and I'm really excited because this is our first battle of Season 4, and we haven't been battling for a while. We've taken a long break, so it's really good to get back into it. I think this is my first time recording in a good amount of time, So today I've got, some new Pokemons. I haven't really talked about my draft, but today I've got Thundurus, Politoed, Sylveon, Metagross, Hitmontop, and Swampert, and I am running, you can kind of see what I've got going on here. I've got Politoed and Swampert, so you are going to be seeing some rain. You're going to be seeing, you're going to be seeing rain. I've got Hitmontop as my physical defensive Pokemon, Sylveon as my specially defensive Pokemon, Metagross, I haven't really used Metagross very often, but I was trying to use a substitute set. I don't know how I feel about it. To be honest, I don't think I really liked it, but anyways, we've got Thundurus coming up next, and Thundurus is running HP Fire to deal with that Scizor, which is really honestly the only thing I can, that I have for Scizor. I knew he was gonna bring it, and I really needed to bring more stuff, but you know what? C'est la vie. Anyways, let's get the battle going on. Let's get it started. I don't think it was a long battle. It took like half an hour to do. So, it was a good amount of battle. Not a lot of hacks either. I think there was like one crit that maybe have mattered, but in my opinion, I don't really think it did. Anyways, we've got 42 turns. And okay, wow. It was a longer battle than I thought, but I think what ended up happening is towards the end I was just switching a lot, and some stuff went down. Anyways, so you see there he went for a Volt Switch right off the bat. I kind of knew he was gonna go for a Volt Switch. I thought, to play it safe, just go for the Hidden Power Fire right away, just in case he wants to set up a Sticky Web, because it's a common set. It's a common set to run. What's it? The Focus Sash, yeah. And I actually found out he was running Choice Scarf, so I guess it didn't really matter. Anyways, I get out of here because I don't want this thing to be doing anything. I figure he's probably gonna go for Calm Mind though, so I decided to use this opportunity to set up Rain, and then I can switch into Swampert shortly afterwards, and get this train rolling. Because as soon as I start doing that, things go down. Shit goes down, man. It's crazy. Anyway, so he does go for the Calm Mind, as expected. I get my Rain up. I'm really excited for that. And what do I do next? I don't know what I'm thinking at this point. I'm thinking I don't really want to stay in. I might go for Toxic though, but he wants to wear out that Rain. He doesn't want the rain lasting because he knows what I'm thinking. It's pretty obvious that I'm gonna go into Swampert and do my Rain Sweep, return 4 to the match, and I'm getting a bit overconfident. But I go for Scald, figure maybe I can get some damage off, and he goes for a Psyshock. That is way too much, I knew I could take one more Psyshock, and then go for a rest and recover. But no, that didn't happen. He went for Shadow Ball and put me in an awkward spot, I guess I could have gone for rest either way, but I figured I could go rest later in the match. I don't need to waste a turn right now doing that. So I go into Drowner, aka my Mega Swampert, and he goes for a Protect and fails, and still trying to stall out that Rain. I've got a Damp Rock on my Politoed, of course. It's not like a really unusual set that I'm bringing. So this Swampert, fully invested in speed, fully invested in attack. It is a monster under the Rain. Waterfall just does so much damage. He had nothing to do here. He maybe could have gone for another Protect, maybe, but it was going down. So takes it down. First KO of the match, first KO of the season for our team, Swampert. This bodes well for Swampert. So I really like this Pokemon. When I was testing it out, it's really good. I've never really used Swampert a lot, other than from the main games and the story, so I know it's a good Pokemon, but competitively, I don't use it very often, even regular Swampert. But I'm really happy with what this set can do. So as you can see, I got paralyzed. I'm not really worried. I do have Sylveon with Heal Bell, so as you can see, I switch into Sailor Moon, and yeah, I want to get a Heal Bell off. And he's setting up Stealth Rock, so I'm not really happy about that because I have my Thundurus around still, and it's not in the best of health, so I do need to get rid of those rocks before I bring that in, because as you know, he's got the Scizor, and I can't really take a Bullet Punch, so I need to keep that Thundurus healthy. So I switch into Timberlake, my dance monster, the dude with the moves. I intimidate this guy. He is getting self-conscious of his dance moves, and his attack goes down. So I just want to get rid of these rocks. So I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I just go for a rapid spin. You know, to be honest, I looked away while this was happening, so it's really good to see the replay. I think he went for a wish. Yeah, okay, so he did go for a wish. I looked away, so I didn't know what he did, but yeah, I figured he went for a wish. So anyways, I go for rapid spin, get rid of those rocks. I think he's got leftovers, so yeah, rapid spin doesn't really do anything anyways, other than get rid of those rocks, which is nice, because now I can bring in Thunderous if I wanted to. And he's gonna switch out. I think I went for Toxic in the end at this point. Did I go for the Toxic? Because, yeah, I mean, the Kangaskong is a bit of a monster. So yeah, I did go for Toxic. Dude, you know, it's good against this thing. Against the bulkier Pokemon, it's good to get a Toxic off. Now, I think at this point, I know that Hitmontop can't really do anything. And to be honest, most of my team can't really do much against this thing except Sylveon and Swampert. So I go to Sylveon, and he goes for Earthquake. I think he was expecting the Metagross. I don't know. I'm not really sure why, but I'm really glad I didn't switch to Metagross. You know, he shows off he's got Earthquake, so you know, I wanted to hold Metagross in my back pocket. I know it's got really easy weaknesses, so I don't want to make that foolish mistake and go into Metagross right away. It's just not a good idea. So I go to Sylveon, and I think at this point I want to use my Heal Bell because I know he's going to switch. Like, there's nothing he can really do. But this is the big thing. The biggest thing I was fearing is the Scizor. This Scizor can destroy my team. Like, it's really bad how much damage this thing can do. Luckily, I cure the paralysis, so that is not a problem for Mega Swampert anymore. I think I do go into Swampert again. No, I go into Genie because what was I thinking at this point? I knew I could survive a Bullet Punch if he decided to go for it, but Bullet Punch ended up doing much more than I thought it would. So that really sucked. He could have taken me down. Because I switched out after this turn. I didn't want to stay in. This was a really bad move on my part, I think. Because that thing just took way too much damage and barely did anything. So I go back to Timberlake because I need this thing to be weakened. I was kind of scared though because I think it did have. I don't know if it had Swords Dance, but I was thinking it could have Swords Dance, and if this thing has Swords Dance, it's just gonna mess me up. Like, he's got lots of opportunities to really set up because I honestly have nothing for the Mega Scizor except Thunderous. So that one was on me. I really need to plan my team better for those win conditions because I knew that was his win condition too, and I still didn't really bring the Pokemon I needed to. I mean, I was kind of hoping Swampert could take care of it because Under the Rain, it does it still does a good chunk of damage, but I need to have that set up. So I get Sailor Moon back up here, and I think he's thinking I'm gonna bring Swampert back in, so he goes for the Energy Ball. And you know, I'm really glad I didn't switch in Swampert because that would have been dead at that point. Oh, so yeah, I think Sylveon. I could have brought a Calm Mindset. This set I brought has Heal Bell, Wish, Hyper Voice, and Psyshock. And I was thinking he'd bring Keldeo, so that's why I thought I'd bring Psyshock. But now I'm thinking about it, it's not really a good idea. That's not really a matchup I want. Plus, Hyper Voice I think is super effective. Anyways, I'm rambling on about other things now. So as you can see, I switch out because stuff and reasons. I want to get Genie back and healthy. And I figured he's gonna set up a Wish too, but no, he's just gonna return. Yeah, that kind of sucked. So things. Oh, excuse me, I just ate a whole bunch of carrots. Yikes. Anyways, at this point, I had a lot of momentum at the start of the match. There was a point where Zach timed out and I got a free. I think it was during when Gothitail went down. He timed out because he was just thinking so hard and stuff. And I was getting a lot of momentum at the start of the match, especially with having Drowner around. Like, this thing does so much damage. It's a little bit scary how much work this thing does. This is a defensive Dredagon, and even then that did quite a bit. I'm also packing Ice Punch, of course. So I'm thinking this thing can go down pretty soon. You'll see here how much Ice Punch does. It does a good amount of damage, almost enough to take it down. One more If it was poisoned just a little bit longer, you know, maybe I could have taken it down. That would have been nice. But because of leftovers, he lives just a little bit longer. Yeah, leftovers saved him there. Oh boy. So anyway, so I just go for a waterfall. The only sucky thing about this is that, you know, it's another turn of wasted rain. So, and Politoed isn't in the best of health, so this kind of sucks. Anyways, Gajeel comes back, and I'm still a little bit afraid. I know I can do enough damage, but I don't want to risk excessive damage on this thing because I know it's the only thing I can have to like really beat Scizor, and I need to have my rain up. So if I don't have rain, I can't do anything against Scizor. That's just how it is. He goes for a knockoff, and that takes down that boy. Oh shit, what up? He's down. So that sucked. I lost my rain setter. I mean, I knew he had to go down eventually, and you know, at this point, it put a lot of pressure on me to get Swampert out there and really make use of this rain. I didn't want to like see how much Waterfall does. Oh my gosh, Waterfall does so much damage. Thing here, he's got Hidden Power Grass. Does a lot of damage as well. That really sucked. Yeah, I mean, I figured he was gonna go for Bullet Punch at this point, but I don't know why he didn't. Bullet Punch might have killed. That's the thing. It might have killed. So if I had just stayed in and gone for another Waterfall, I would have taken out, what's he's got going on? Laxus? Yeah, no, I resist, so maybe I wouldn't have taken it down. Had I gone for like Earthquake, maybe then. But yeah, you're gonna see Energy Ball here. Doesn't really do that much damage. It does a decent amount, but I get a Toxic off because there really isn't anything I can do with Hitmontop here. Like I said, all I've got is Toxic, Close Combat, Protect, and Rapid Spin. So yeah, there's not like a whole lot of things I can do against this guy. I mean, if I brought like Rock Slide, which I should have, Rock Slide would have been good now that I think about it. Or Fire Punch. I think I was talking to Zach afterwards, and he said he was afraid of having one of my guys having Fire Punch. So Fire Punch would have been such a good idea. But you know, you live, you learn. The great thing about this match is that I really got to learn my team's flaws. You know, when you're doing Showdown and you're winning a lot, it's like really nice, but when you lose, you really find out what doesn't work with your team. And so now I'm finding that out. I don't know why I switched into Metagross. This was a choice I really regretted because there is nothing I can do against this thing. Like I had the Colbur Berry, so I could take a knockoff. Wow, I really haven't recorded in such a long time. There's a lot of talking and recording, especially when you look down and you see there's 42 turns. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Anyways, so I set up a substitute and it goes down. Like that was pointless essentially. I should have just gone for this attack that I should have just saved my health and just kept spamming power up punches. I might have gotten something. Like as you can see, I'm not doing a whole lot of damage, but I'm doing like chip damage. Like I could definitely be doing less. So at this point he gets a crit. This was the crit that maybe mattered. Like if it didn't get the crit, I might have survived. There was a small chance that I would have survived, but to me that doesn't matter. Like it would have gone down either way. And at this point it was checkmate because I had nothing for this Scizor. I didn't have my. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze 1 second. Excuse me. Anyways, I didn't have my Politoed here, so you know I can't set up Rain for Swampert, and because of that, you know I can't really take down the Scizor. And you know I've got Sailor Moon here, so I figured, you know what, let's just let it go down. He's gonna go for a Roost, or yeah, because I knew he was gonna go for a Roost, so I figured, you know, I can get a Wish Up and pass it on to Hitmontop. But he withdraws here. Ooh, why did he withdraw? I can't remember what he withdrawed. I was really expecting a Bullet Punch to come my way at that point, but I think he figured that not worth it, so he switches into Drapion, and this Drapion I figured probably had Swords Dance. Like, there's no way you bring it at this point and it doesn't have Swords Dance. Like, the way he brought it in, it just made me think that this thing is gonna sweep my team at this point, and that's a game, set, and match, right? Luckily, I get an Intimidate off, and I get the Wish stuff, so, I mean, he goes for a Crunch, which is not going to do a whole lot of damage, especially after that Intimidate. So, I mean, it's not very effective. He's got a Life Orb too, so ate that hit rather well. And get all this health back, which is really good, but yeah, at this point it's like just nothing I can do. So I figure go back into Sailor Moon and maybe try and get another wish up, maybe another intimidate. I don't know. Like at this point, there's nothing I could have done. Maybe a hyper voice. To be honest, it didn't matter because no matter what I've done or what I would have done, Poison Jab, like he just outsped. I really underestimated how fast Drapion really is, which is terrible because I've actually drafted Drapion in the past season. So I should have known that he's actually a lot faster than I thought. But I figured, you know what? He can't outspeed Swampert. And yeah, no, he outspeeds Swampert, apparently by 1 point. Did not know that. Did not know that he outspeeds by 1 point. Had I got an Earthquake off, I don't know if that would have really mattered, but it would have been nice, huh? And I'm adamant too, so I don't know. Maybe, I don't think I'm jolly. Either way, it doesn't matter. So you can see Poison Jab doesn't quite take me down, and I'm just gonna go for a close combat. And yeah, I was really surprised how much damage that did. I was like, oh my god. I shouldn't have been scared of this thing in the first place. I should have just gone for the attack straight up, and yeah, maybe I would have had a better chance, but either way, I go down. Like, nothing would have stopped me from losing that match either way, because I did not have anything set up for the Scizor other than Thunderous, and that thing really destroyed my team and allowed Drapion to come in and just, like, really just wreak havoc. Because I managed to take down Gothitelle and Druddigon. They weren't huge problems against my team. Kangaskhan, I didn't get to see a whole lot, but it did take down Thunderous, which sucked. And Galvantula, again, doesn't quite decimate my team. It does check the Swampert, probably even in the rain, because he said it was Scarf, so I think he would have outsped. But anyways, that Scizor really was the thing that checked like everything on my team, except, you know, Swampert you saw do quite a bit of damage, but Hitmontop couldn't really do a whole lot. Metagross can't really do a whole lot. Sylveon obviously can. Maybe Politoed could have burned it. That would have been maybe the best play to go. To just like burn it and stuff. That would have been a good move if that could have happened. But Politoed had really low health, and at that point, I didn't really think that was gonna happen. But anyways, that's the match. It was a really good game, Zach. It's been a while since I've battled. That's not saying I'm, you know, that's not the excuse I'm gonna be making today. I lost because I lost, and Scizor really. I should have really prepped for Scizor, to be honest. But anyways, it was good. It was a good match. It was a good match, and I really wish we had rematches. But you know, it's a shorter season, which is also nice. But I'm hoping that I learn from this match and go into week 2 with a better mindset and really prep my team well instead of the prep that I've done today. This day was not a good day for our team, but I think we'll turn it around and try and make up for it in the next few matches and see what we can do with this team, because it's a good team. I think it's a good team, but we just got to build it well, we got to coach them well, and we'll see how things go. So if you guys enjoyed this video, of course hit the like button if you guys enjoy our channel, subscribe if you want to see stuff like that. I'm out. I guess I'm done for today. That's it. I'll see you guys next week when we do week 2. So peace out. Bye.